So I want us to go through some tapping that we can use, that will help with anger. So what I would like you to do is to think about a situation that's made you angry. Try not to think of the biggest thing in the world, if that's all right. But just I'm going to think about a holiday company that has let me down at the last minute, and it's TUI, just in case, because that's where I am with them, and they've made me really angry because they promised one thing and it's changed way too many times for my liking. So just think of something that makes you angry. And I want you to just notice it where you feel it in your body, whether you're feeling it in your stomach or maybe your chest or your shoulders. You might not feel it at all. You might go cold. Are you warm? Just notice it. And what I want you to do while you're thinking that and noticing that is to recognise a number between 0 and 10. So 0 is I'm not feeling angry at all. 10 is Nick, I have got steam coming out of my ears. So just think about what makes you angry, a situation that makes you angry, and then think about what number you would associate with that, if that's okay. Now I'm going to lead us through some EFT, emotional freedom tapping, and I'm getting this. Natalie, took your advice. I love it. So it's the tapping solution, and in here what is wrote, Nick Ortner's wrote, and he's talking about anger. So I'm going to, if we are, however we're feeling, just work on how we're feeling. If we're not feeling anger, work on what we're feeling. This often makes us feel, means it all comes down to we don't feel safe. So give yourself a number there. Now the tapping points, we start off with a setup statement, which we're going to do, and we set that up by tapping the karate point there. But the different points are above your eye, at the side of your eye, and you can use one hand or two hands, under your eye, under the nose, just on the chin, breastbone, so you can use a full hand there if you chose to, just nice and gentle, but you can feel it. Now you can do under your arm or across. If that's a little bit hard, just tap the top of your thumb or stay on your chest. And then the last one is on your top of your head. Now, can I just ask that we're a little bit delicate, especially with the top of the head? I think I'm scared by someone telling me that they got a headache after we'd finished once. Just gentle. Now, you can tap one hand or two hands, or you can just gently press. Now, if you was following this on YouTube, I would suggest you can say this out loud. But I'm going to, for this evening, ask while we're all on quiet, is that I will lead us through, and if you just say the statements quietly in your own mind. Though I do think we're all on mute, so if you do want to say it out loud, crack on. Whichever works for you. So going back to what makes you feel what you're feeling right now. So if it is anger that you're working on, think about feeling anger and get back to that number that you put before. So when I use the word, what makes you angry? What makes your blood boil? If you feel that in your body right now. And then if we take our statement, our setup point, and just tap on there, and what I'll do is I'll say it, and if you just repeat it either, or you can say it out loud or in your own mind. So even though this anger, I can feel it really deeply in my body, I still honour myself. Even though I feel this anger within every part of me, and I can just, it makes me, it's so intense, I still honour myself. I cannot believe how angry this situation makes me. I still honour how my body feels. Even though this anger doesn't feel safe, it's too overwhelming and too destructive, I accept how I feel and choose to let myself feel it now. Above the eye. This anger, side of eye. It's not safe. Under eye. It's so destructive. Under nose. This anger. Under mouth. It doesn't feel safe. Collarbone. It's too destructive. Under arm. This anger. On top of head. I can't let it out. This anger. I feel it in every part of my body. And I want you to just now, when I say the next bit, is fill this in. I feel anger in my under nose. And I want you to describe how it makes you feel. The anger makes me feel. And I want you to fill this in. The anger in my makes me feel. I can't believe how this makes me feel. My anger shows up. And say where it feels in your body. Where does it show up? This anger in my body does not feel safe. Above the eye. What I do, it causes more problems. Even after an outburst, I can't let it go. Under the eye. This anger, I can't allow myself to feel it. Or I can't let it go. But I can't avoid it either. It's here in me. It's okay to feel this anger. It's okay to let this anger come out. I can accept this anger as a natural part of me. I can let go of the shame around this anger. I can let myself feel this anger. It's here to protect me. It's safe to feel this anger now. I don't have to hold on to it any longer. It's safe to feel this anger. This anger, all this anger, it's felt like a storm inside me. So much pressure was building. This anger. It's safe to let it go. It's safe to feel calm now. I don't need this anger anymore. I can release it now. I can let it go. I can release it from my body. I can release it from my mind. It's safe to let go of this anger. I'm safe without this anger. It was here to protect me. And I'm grateful for that. This anger, it was keeping me safe. I don't need it any longer. I can release it from every cell in my body now. I am safe without this anger. I can choose to feel calm and relaxed now. Choosing peace in my body. Feeling at peace now. And slowly take a nice big deep breath in and letting go. And just spend a moment now, just coming back into the room. And just with curiosity, think about the number that you scored before and what you would score it now. And hopefully that will have come down a little bit. Even if it was an 8, it might have come down to a 7.5. If it stayed at where it was, or even if it's gone up, know that that's okay as well. What we need to do is maybe do this a little bit more or see if there's something else that's behind it. But the more that we're able to practice tapping on whatever emotion it is that we're using, just know that it's okay. Give your body permission. Don't be ashamed of the way that you're feeling. There are ways of letting this go or reducing it over time. So I hope this has been helpful, and thank you.